Alright guys, we're back. Today we're going to talk dive flat. I don't know if I've already done a video. Hopefully I haven't. Dive flat's one of my favorite formations in the game. It actually is my favorite formation in the game. Except for 4-4, of course. You guys know who you are. But real quick, we'll run over dive flat. It's basically the same thing as dive normal, but it's better. The main play we're going to go over is the cover 4, and then we're going to go over universal pressure. So basically you want to come out in cover 4 and you can quickly audible to the cover 2, cover 3, 2 men under with a 1-man DB strike. Okay? So we all know the A gap. If you guys have seen, I think he was, whatever his name was, basically this is all you do. I think you get A gap pressure. B gap. No, you B gap. That's what it was, B gap. But I found an A gap that's a little more consistent. All we do is baseline press coverage. You want to slide these dudes in. You want to re-blitz house. Go ahead and spy Miller. Go ahead and flat Wilson. It should be coming up the A gap. They shoot the loop around pressure. Unfortunately, the A gap is not very consistent out of dime. I will say that much. Just doesn't seem to come in with much frequency, which it doesn't bother me at all. Also, guys, out of this formation, I do not like the press coverage, and we're going to talk about why in about 3 minutes. I'm a bit. But anyway, so but we could try the contain concept. I don't think it works very well. So, yeah, you see the contain, I'll just loop around, unfortunately. So unfortunately, we don't get the proper pressure that we want to get from the A gap. Again, I don't like the baseline or press coverage really. I like to just kind of let the dime flat do its thing. You can baseline, but I personally found it's not to our advantage really. Splitting from house here, sometimes you get the A gap, sometimes you won't. It's just that simple. But there we see we get the A gap, so just experiment with that. If you guys can get it more consistent, go right ahead. But the main thing, all this is universal pressure left and right. It's the same thing from dime normal, but we're just doing it from a different formation. Actually, better formation, guys. So dime flat, all we do is left side pressure. You're gonna just spy, contain, and zone. It's 1-man DB stride, we spread line, crashed it up. We spy to contain the right side alignment, and we zone that blitzer. Okay, and we'll get the B gap there. Most of the time, if you don't want to leave it up to chance, don't spy and contain. Okay, that's simple. Again, 1-man DB strike. Actually, that's 2-man under. So, same concept. These guys are going to be blitzing, so if I want to bring it from the right, I'm just going to zone Hayward and contain Wilson. And there you see we're coming from the right side. If I want to bring it from the left, again, real quickly, this is what it's going to look like. I'm just going to spread line, crash it up, move Hayward in, and zone house, contain the backside DT, or D end, and you're going to come in right off the edge there. For some reason they picked it up, but you see the contain does do stuff like that. Gives you a chance of pass coverage. Okay, so that's why I do that. So I just bring pressure left and right, I mix it in. But the main thing I do from this formation, I go to the cover 2, and this is what I run. I will bring these dudes in. So I will shade coverage out, of course. And then I will go ahead and spread the line, and I'll re-blitz Wilson, and then I'll hook Miller, and I'll put Hawk in the deep blue, and I'll user Miller. And we see that we get the delayed bump and run covered on the outside, and we get good pressure for the most part. As long as you don't baseline it, you'll get the delay bump. So I love that about the dime flat. We also have the A gap angle from the dude Roger here. So when we bring house in, like we do every single time, let's spy him, and go ahead and spy Wilson, hook Miller, Hawk in the deep blue. And now you're coming up the A gap. The only thing not covered is something that had been covered all game. So if you pick your spot, the A gap will come. So again, the A gap is really consistent under cover 2, which is why I run it. But that's the main stuff I do at a dime flat. Now if it's 3rd and long, what I'll do is I'll run the cover 4 and I'll run the universal pressure. So I'll re-blitz the outside dudes like so. And I'll take Hawk and just put him in a deep blue. I'll pinch him, of course, and shade coverage to the outside. And now we're kind of sticking with the streak for the most part. We got double edge pressure. 4th and 15 or more is when I do that. So Anyway, some max coverage stuff you could work with, however, it is normal something like that. So this is what I ended up with as the cover for. Shading the coverage in, of course. You see there's really nowhere to go. You got a cloud of coverage to the outside. The only thing open is really the drags. You got one-man pressure coming. About 5 seconds, usually. So that's how we run that. 2-man edit real quick. It's the same thing. The only problem is you don't have the proper blitz angles. As you see the stunts. So go ahead and re-blitz pick it. But you could do your standard. What I actually like to do is I like to go ahead and dome this side up, and then bring the 2-man to this side, or flip this side and bring the 2-man to this side. So that way it looks like we have both sides in purples, but unfortunately for them, we're bringing 2-man pressure, 1-on-1 matchups, eventually bringing a block shot in the sack. So that's how we run 2-man under this one, right? How we run DB strike, that's how we run BA gap, the B gap. Real quickly, this cover 3 I want to go over. These yellow zones are really nice. So what you want to do with this cover 3 is, again, you just want to bring these dudes in. What I like to do out of the cover 3, though, I like to put Hayward in a deep blue. I like to shade the coverage out. I like to bring Havis, I like to go ahead and blitz him now. I like to put Wilson in a purple and Miller in a flat zone like so. So we're bringing A-gap pressure. And the only thing that's not covered is flats to the right, which they're going to be used to having covered anyway. So you're bringing A-gap pressure. You got really good coverage left. And it's just a tough thing to do. And if you don't get the pressure, you're going to come in really quick. So that's how I run that play for the most part. Again, max coverage is you just do whatever you want, honestly. Out of the cover 3 buzz, what I would do is I would take these flat zones and put them in the purple, and I'd flat the ends, and then I'd go ahead and put, I'd go ahead and just leave these dudes right here blitzing. So the tackles I just blitz straight up. And you see the block shed, quick block sheds, there's really nowhere to go. So, let's start on cover 3 max coverage, 2-man max coverage, DB blitz, A-gap. Let's go over these. So that was just something to see there. But yeah, basically it's just very simple concepts. It's just a really good formation. The main thing I do from this is, I'm telling you right now, for the cover 2, shade coverage out, re-blitz Wilson, and hook Miller. You're going to use your Miller, so you can do whatever you want with him, but I like to go ahead and just hook him. And you're just going to go right up. I'll show you this place now. Just watch Miller. You're just going to come right into this area. You're going to watch these drags here, and let your block shed do your thing. I'm telling you guys, it's one of the best coverages in the game. Just run it for at least one drive and see how it does for you. So that is it for the dime flat breakdown. Real quickly right now. Go ahead and show you the double edge pressure. And what I like to do with a double edge pressure is I'll just yell everybody on the field. So that's what it'll look like. And there won't be any time to decipher, so they look like they're all there and there's really nowhere to go. So a lot of things you can go to dime flat, but that's so far what I've got. So next formation we're going to be breaking down is the quarter normal. We've done nickel normal, we've done 4-3 stack, we've done all the basic formations. So now on to nickel normal. Thanks guys, see ya. Or quarter normal. See you guys.